Any honest person must be able to recognise that the treaty is never going to be honoured. It was a good document in its time, it should have been honoured from the outset, but it has been neglected for almost 200 years. Our society has transformed radically, we have rapidly outgrown its confines. When it was signed, there were a small number of settlers, and Maori governed by their own chiefs. Co-governance was possible. Now, we have a heavily integrated, multiracial society. We cannot force our society into the confines of an archaic 19th century agreement. That would be massively damaging. It would be extremely divisive. It would undermine the precious thing that is government legitimacy. It is just a very bad idea. Dividing ourselves and restructuring our government to satiate white guilt. We are a small, weak country in an increasingly dangerous world. We cannot afford to behave in this way. We do not have the privilege or luxury of being able to make such stupid decisions. It is a waste of time and resources. It serves only to divide us when we should be uniting. We cannot force modern New Zealand into the confines of an agreement from a vastly different era. It is that simple, and how anyone cannot see this is beyond me. But then again, white guilt is a very powerful thing. The treaty does not have a future, but it would be an injustice to nullify it. We need to start talking about establishing a new treaty. A treaty for a modern New Zealand. Such a treaty would have a number of features. The government would formally recognise and acknowledge historical injustice. Maori would cede sovereignty, but with conditions. The government would accept an obligation to devote considerable effort to eliminating racial inequality. Limited co-governance may be permitted in local government. Both sides would accept that integration is critical. We are one nation, not two. We can have a range of cultures within, but ultimately we are New Zealanders first and foremost. This new treaty would become part of New Zealand's constitutional framework, with the government being mandated to abide by it. This is my proposal. It will annoy everyone, but that is the nature of a good compromise. The anti-treaty crowd will not get everything they want, and nor will the pro-treaty crowd. I think this is necessary. Iwi should view it as a pragmatic option. Honouring the treaty is simply unviable, but having a new one isn't. We need to take action to put past injustice behind us for good. We need to create the conditions necessary to march forward into the future as one people. No more divisive stupidity from either side. Cooperation and unity is more important than ever. We are a small, weak country. We cannot afford to be divided for a moment longer. Are we still going to be debating this issue in 50 years? Are we still going to be trying to honour the treaty in 200 years? If we take such an approach, we will not survive that long. We must march into the future, united behind a common identity and a common purpose. Most New Zealanders should be able to support that righteous goal.